Christine Montellano. I'm an admissions counselor here at the University of Virginia in the Office of Undergraduate Admissions, and I am one of the co-planners for Days on the Lawn. So Days on the Lawn is our yield event, as we call it in the office, but it's a day for undecided admitted students to come to grounds and have a chance to look around, go to classes, get a feel for this place so they can make the decision as to where they would like to go to college. We've been doing this program for a really long time now. It started as an idea of just a way to show off the university to newly admitted students. Back then, the number of students being admitted was very small, so that's kind of the idea. They're like, oh, let's just have them gather on the lawn, and now it's turned into this full-blown all-day program with a welcome address that features typically either the president of the university or the dean of admissions speaking, a student speaker. We've got student performers and the band, cab band sometimes shows up, and so it's a great way to kick off the day and on the lawn, which of course is the center of the university.
This year, 2,491 people came to Days on the Lawn. 1,505 of them came from Virginia. The other 986 came from all over the world, ranging from Spain to Washington State.
And then students get to, go to classes, have lunch in a dining hall, see the residence halls, just really get an idea, meet their future classmates, just get an idea of this place so that way they can make the decision that's best for them when they decide where they would like to go to school.
I started putting my dog on the blog years ago because I think it helped humanize admission officers and make us seem less scary. And I think what's happened is that now the dog has become kind of someone that a student can come and see, regardless of whether they know anyone at UVA or not. They have someone that they can come say hi to and an activity that they can do that kind of breaks the ice. So it's kind of helped, I think, make the event more exciting when people first get here, and maybe make people a little less anxious when they come and visit.
They don't really pay attention.
Hi, I'm Camille. I'm a first year and I volunteer with Days on the Lawn. I first did my tour my sophomore year of high school and I fell in love with UVA right away. Nowhere else compared to me, no matter how many schools I toured. My parents still really wanted me to keep other schools in mind when I was making my college decision, but after coming to Days on the Lawn, they were convinced and they let me put down my deposit. So I'm really grateful to Days on the Lawn, and so now I volunteer with it.
Hey, so I'm Ashley Milligan. I'm a senior admission counselor in the Office of Undergraduate Admission at the University of Virginia. This is my third year here at UVA and my second year involved in Days on the Lawn. This year we are doing 6 Days on the Lawn events, so we try to keep these events at about 1,000 visitors a day. We sometimes see more people wanting to come. I know in typical years we've had to turn a couple hundred people away because these events are so popular and they fill up so quickly. We have kind of experimented with doing more or less Days on the Lawn in the past. So we have done as many as 8 Days on the Lawn events before. Last year we did 7, so 6 regular Days on the Lawn events and then 1 engineering specific Days on the Lawn event. I think that went really well, but right now we're trying to keep it at 6. We think that's a good number because it keeps the energy up. I think it doesn't, people don't get tired. I think 6 is kind of the max that they're willing to participate in. But yeah, we do see about 6,000 total people. Usually about 3,000-ish students, and then you factor in parents and siblings and grandparents and everyone else who wants to attend the event.
Days on the Lawn is a chance for students to explore UVA, and it's always an honor for us to be able to meet and greet these students who we've spent the past 6 months getting to know through their application. So what I love about it is the energy and the enthusiasm and the excitement that not only the guests bring, but our students as well, as they introduce people to UVA and hope that they enroll in the next year.
Days on the Lawn attendance and final matriculation hovers around 70% each year.
So Days on the Lawn for me was honestly a pretty cool experience. It was my first time meeting students at UVA, and what really struck an impression on me was how helpful everybody was in finding my way around, or showing me different things. Another cool thing I did at Days on the Lawn was I got to see a college class for the first time. And you hear about how college class is, but coming from high school, I had never seen or been a part of a college class, just kind of heard stories from my parents. And so I went, and it was a media studies class, and it's actually in this building that we're doing this interview in right here. And it's kind of full circle, but it was kind of crazy. Just being in the class and hearing students' conversations around me, and seeing the professor, and he was really cool, and that class really made a kind of a big impression on me. I was like, wow, okay, so this is what college is like. So that really gave me a good idea of how it was going to be if I came here. So I think the last thing I did at Days on the Lawn was, after all the tours and all the events and socials were over, which I had a really good time at, I spent some time by myself just kind of walking around and getting a feel for how it was here, and just being out. It was a nice day, so there were students out. I kind of walked around and just kind of envisioned myself if I was going to class here with all these people. And now that I go here, looking back on that day, it really helped when I was thinking back, like when I was making my decision. I was like imagining myself at all the places that I've been, and just being able to walk around and kind of immerse myself without actually being a part of the school yet. That played a big role, and I thought back and I remembered the energy from that day and how enthusiastic everybody was, and that's something that really played a huge part in my decision to come here. And now that I do go here, I'm really glad that I was able to get that opportunity at Days on the Lawn.